Welcome back, everyone. OpenLine. We're talking about open enrollment for Medicare. It's underway right now. It goes through, all right, how long? It goes through
December 7th.
December 7th.
Yes, we're almost there.
So I'm going to know that by the end of the show. I'll be able to say it goes through December 7th. By the end of the show, I promise I'll say that. This is an important time.
It is.
That's the bottom line. All right, and we want to encourage you to call in. If you have any questions about enrolling in Medicare, it can be daunting, can be, there's certain questions that will come up. We're happy to have with us Lisa Wright from BlueCross Blue Shield. Let's go to Pat. Hello, Pat.
Yes, how are you? And I'm calling because my sister has power of attorney over my mom, who I believe has applied for Medicare Advantage. However, the problem I have is that when she applied for a power of attorney, I should have been the next person on that paperwork. However, she's got her sons on there. How can I take care of this problem without any kind of backlash and put myself where I need to be as far as power of attorney over my mom?
All right, so this is your mom, right? This is your mom. It's your mother, right?
Yes.
And then she's put your brothers as power of attorney, is that right?
No, actually, what we did, we had a family meeting, and I told my sister that she was the oldest. You know, maybe she should do it, but I should be second on power of attorney. However, she put her sons second, and then she put another person that she don't even know as a witness on the power of attorney papers. I'm feeling that that's illegal, and when it comes to Medicare, again, it's like an extension of illegalness.
All right.
So how do I deal with that, or how do I present this where I can be also power of attorney? My mother only has 4 children.
Okay.
My brother doesn't want to be bothered, pretty much, and neither does my baby sister, but she has health problems. So it's just me and my older sister.
All right, well, let's talk about that. Now, I think some of this might be out of your purview. It might be more of an elder law type question, but here she's talking about power of attorney and Medicare. What do you say there to what you heard?
So first, Pat, thank you for being so engaged in your mom's care and wanting to be that person. Caregiving, again, is a difficult position to be in, so thanks for volunteering for that. This definitely is something that you would work through elder law to see what could be done as far as that goes. It's not something that would be involving her insurance policies. So the actual assignment of a power of attorney.
Right, and I can see that would be out. Say you are the power of attorney for your parent, let's say, and you're signing them up. I mean, how does that change, if at all, this process?
So that's a good question. The power of attorney doesn't change an enrollment process. It just gives you the permission to sign someone into a plan that you felt was best for them. When you've been chosen as power of attorney by a family member, they have already entrusted that you'll make good decisions for them. And your elder law can teach you or lead you through the right power of attorney. I believe there's one for finances and also one for the decisions such as insurance decision making. That
is a big responsibility.
Yeah, so really you're just signing your name on behalf of. Upon request, you have to produce that paperwork, and you most definitely, when you fill out an enrollment form, have to attest that you are the power of attorney for that person.
All right, let's go to Carolyn. Hello, Carolyn?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Yes. Hello?
Hi, Carolyn, go right ahead.
Oh, okay. My question is, if my husband works full time and I'm covered under his insurance policy at work, and okay, I guess I'm watching the TV and it's made me a little nervous. My husband works full time and I'm covered under his insurance policy at work, and I also have I am over 65, so I have Medicare A and B. Do I need to take a supplement on top of that in order to be covered 100%, or do you think that would be overinsured?
So that's a common question. Thank you, Carolyn.
And thank you for watching. Yeah, I got a little nervous, but that's fine.
She got nervous calling. How did she think I might feel? Great job, Carolyn.
Yeah,
great job.
Good job.
So when you have employer coverage available to you, you actually have the best of both worlds. So you can choose the employer plan, or you actually can choose to be covered through an individual plan such as a supplement. I think adding a supplement to that employer plan is going to over-insure you. The way that they coordinate, that supplement's not going to pick up as much as you might think. And because he's actively at work, your spouse is, keep making him coffee so he keeps going in and offering you that coverage. That's what I do at my house. Because he's actively at work, you've got the option to stay under that plan all the way through, and you can sign up for an individual option anytime that you so choose.
When you're talking about supplements, just enlighten me. What does that mean?
Sure. So a supplement pays second to Medicare. What you might not know is that Medicare A and B, it's an 80-20 plan. There's a hospital deductible, there's a deductible before outpatient services are covered, and pretty much after you've met deductibles and co-pays along the way for Medicare, you owe 20%. And so Medicare pays 80, you owe 20. And so the supplement plan, you pay a premium every month for it to pick up those deductibles and those co-pays for skilled nursing, and then that 20% we were talking about.
So that sounds like a good idea.
So it actually makes things simple in your retirement, in that you lay down your Medicare card, you lay down that supplement card, and then you have no additional out-of-pocket cost outside of that monthly premium. It's really a way to secure that financial risk, and it is a way to make things simple in the sense that you know every month what your budget is, you know what you're going to pay in a premium to not have out-of-pocket cost.
All right. Thank you, Carolyn, for that. Let's go to Reverend Fuzz. Reverend Fuzz, hello.
Hey.
Okay. Hey, Doug, thank you. I hope it's a fair question. You don't have to answer, but I've always wondered, I've wondered this many times, like a company like yours, the lady who's on the air, I know she's from BlueCross Blue Shield.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, now, a company like yours, and this is hypothetical. Let's say that you've got like 1,000 people who are enrolled by your company, and they have a monthly premium that someone pays your company for enrolling them in your health network. And so there's 1,000 people. Like, is it about an average of like $1,000 a month? Or how much is the average that the government pays you? I don't mean government, just, you know, whatever your company gets for somebody that you insure as a Medicare or Medicaid. You know, what's the range that you guys get off of those people? And then even if you want to go into it and help, how much do you actually end up spending for their care during a year, or how do you try to help people with that, or make that work more efficient? That's kind of, I've thought about that so many times and wondered, you know, I heard there was $1,200 a month or $800 a month, but I don't know. But if you can talk about that part of it, you've got to be talking about the customers and the insured, what they're going to pay every month. But what about the companies? How do insurance companies make money in this industry of insuring people? When you might have somebody who you insure, they got a $5 million bill. I know a lady that had $2 million in 1 year, and another guy had $2 million. And so that's my kind of thoughts. And
all right, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Let's get into the industry and yeah. What about that?
When it comes to the Medicare Advantage plans, I'm going to take it back just one step before that. You and I are paying taxes into our, if you look on your paycheck each month, you've got, or each week, every other week, you've got that FICA tax. And that's where they're withholding those amounts to go towards your Medicare in your future. And so Medicare has set aside a fund for each one of us based on those monies that we have set aside. So those monies are sitting there to take care of our health risk later down the road. When you're enrolled in a Medicare Advantage plan, Medicare transfers those funds on a monthly basis to the insurance company because we have assumed the risk for that insured individual. Medicare's not paying a claim. Excuse me, the Medicare Advantage plan is. And so that's really how that works. A set amount, actually it gets very detailed. They don't give me all of those details, but it is county by county. It's based on claims utilization in those counties. It's based on the cost of health care in those counties, the access to health care, and it's actually down to the person based on the health, because someone who is more sickly versus someone who is more healthy would have different risk as far as that, and so they actually can pay down to the person for the insurance company, and that's about the level that they share with me.
So if they, all right, so we've all been paying in to this, and then you have access to that once people go on to the program. So you have somebody who is sickly, and they get a $2 million charge. How do you deal with that? What does that do?
So much like you and I would do with our budget. You've got a budget with those dollars, and then we share that pool of money to help aid that individual who is, you know, experiencing the high medical claim. When we talk about the Medicare supplement plan, that's a little bit different than the Medicare Advantage, because Medicare is paying primary, they're not paying us. And so when Medicare is paying primary, they are pulling from those funds, and then you pay a monthly premium for the supplement that is actually taking care of that pool of individuals, the 20% that we take care of.
And he asked, and you may not know this, how much does the company get for each person? I guess it sounds like it varies.
It varies.
And you don't really know.
I don't. So when it comes to the Medicare Advantage plans, we do receive a subsidy because we're under contract with Medicare to assume the claims for those individuals. We pay as primary in that case. And then on the supplement plans, we don't receive funding under the supplement plans because Medicare is paying primary out of those funds they've set aside from where we've paid into the program.
All right.
Make sense?
That's interesting. Sure. I'm glad you asked that question. Reverend Fuzz, thank you. Call back if you have another question. We'll take a break. There's the number on the screen, 615-737-PLUS, 615-737-7587. If you have any other questions, give us a call. Be back right after this.